Hello everyone, my name is Danielle Fazio and I am the HICAP coordinator at Jefferson County Office for the Aging. I'm here to talk with you about Medicare prescription drug coverage or Part D. Prescription drug coverage or Part D is an optional federal government drug program for people on Medicare. Part D is insurance for prescription drug needs. Anyone enrolled in Medicare Parts A and or B is eligible to enroll. Coverage in a prescription drug plan runs from January 1st through December 31st each year. So, who should enroll in Part D? Anyone eligible for and enrolled in Medicare Parts A and or B who does not have creditable drug coverage with or without being prescribed medications, as well as anyone who has Medicare Parts A and or B who lost their creditable drug coverage. People who are not prescribed any medications often do not understand why they should get Part D coverage. It is important to enroll in prescription drug coverage within 63 days of enrolling in Medicare or losing creditable drug coverage from previous insurance. Since people are only allowed to enroll in or switch their coverage during certain times of the year, it is important to enroll when you are first eligible to avoid gaps in coverage. If people choose not to enroll within 63 days of becoming Medicare eligible or losing creditable drug coverage, they can incur a late enrollment penalty of 1% of the base premium for each full month that they have been without coverage when they were eligible to enroll and chose not to. This penalty will remain for the entirety of the time that they have Part D. There are two ways to get Part D coverage. You can choose a standalone prescription drug plan from a Medicare-approved private insurance carrier, or you can choose a Medicare Advantage plan with prescription drug coverage. It is important to note that in order to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan, you must have Medicare Parts A and B. After choosing a plan, you are able to enroll in the plan by calling the plan directly, calling 1-800-MEDICARE, or calling our office, and we would be happy to assist you. Now that you know how to join a Part D plan, when can you join a plan? You can join, switch, or drop a Medicare drug plan or Medicare Advantage plan with drug coverage during your initial enrollment period, open enrollment period, Medicare Advantage open enrollment period, or a special enrollment period. The initial enrollment period, or IEP, is when someone first becomes eligible for enrollment. This is the 7 months surrounding the month of your 65th birthday. 3 months before your 65th birthday month, the month of your 65th birthday, and the 3 months after your 65th birthday month. Open enrollment period, or OEP, is the time every year where anyone on Medicare can change their coverage for the following year. This is from October 15th through December 7th each year. The coverage you choose during this time will begin on January 1st of the next year. Medicare Advantage open enrollment period is from January 1st through March 31st. During this time, you can switch to a different Medicare Advantage plan with prescription drug coverage, or you can switch to original Medicare and join a standalone Medicare prescription drug plan. Coverage for the new plan begins the first day of the following month. Special Enrollment Period, or SEP. There are limited exceptions due to various circumstances or life events where you may be granted a special enrollment period, or SEP, to enroll, disenroll, or switch plans outside of open enrollment period, or OEP. Circumstances that may provide for a special enrollment period could include permanently moving out of the planned service area, losing other creditable prescription drug coverage, being misinformed about previous coverage being creditable, enter, live at, or leave a long-term care facility, belong to EPIC, qualify for extra help, and other exceptional circumstances. The time limit to enroll per each special enrollment period varies. Coverage for the new plan will begin the first day of the following month. The cost for prescription drug plans varies. The cost for the drugs can vary based on the plan chosen and can change each year, as well as the coverage. Cost for Part D plans may consist of a deductible, premium, co-payments, and coinsurance. Your actual drug coverage costs will vary depending on the prescriptions you are prescribed, the plan's list of covered drugs, also known as their formulary, and the tier the medication is assigned. There are generally tiers 1 through 3 and specialty tiers. The amount of your copayment increases per tier, and the medications go from generic, brand name, and specialty brand name. The cost can be different depending on the benefit phases as well. The benefit phases include deductible, initial coverage phase, copayment or coinsurance, and catastrophic coverage. The pharmacy you choose can also contribute to how much you pay for your medication. Depending on the rank of the pharmacy, it could determine how much you may be charged. Pharmacies will either be preferred, standard, or not in network. Here we have a slide identifying and describing the various tiers we have recently discussed. Prescription drug or Part D costs consist of the following: a yearly deductible, monthly premium, and copayments or coinsurance. You will pay the full cost of medications until the deductible is met. Deductible amounts vary, and some plans may not have a deductible. The monthly premium will vary by plan, and this premium is in addition to the Part B premium. Copayments or coinsurance is the amount paid for prescription drugs after the deductible is met. Let's talk a bit about the coverage phases for Part D coverage. The deductible is the amount you will need to pay before the insurance begins to provide assistance with the cost. The initial coverage period begins once the deductible is met. Starting in 2025, all Medicare plans will include a $2,000 cap on what is paid out of pocket for prescriptions covered by their plan. If a person's out-of-pocket spending on covered drugs reached $2,000 in 2025, including certain payments made on their behalf, like through the Extra Help program, they would automatically have gotten catastrophic coverage. That means they wouldn't have to pay out of pocket for covered Part D drugs for the rest of the year. In 2026, the cap was increased to $2,100. Here we have a slide showing the coverage phases we just spoke about to help you visualize. The late enrollment penalty, or LEP, is the amount of money that is permanently added to your premium. You may incur a late enrollment penalty if you do not enroll in Medicare Part D or have creditable drug coverage for more than 63 days once eligible to enroll in Part D. The late enrollment penalty for Part D is 1% of the national base beneficiary premium multiplied by the number of full months that you did not have coverage. The penalty amount may increase from year to year, and you generally pay a penalty for as long as you have Medicare coverage. In order to avoid a late enrollment penalty, you should enroll in Medicare prescription drug coverage when first eligible. Enroll in Medicare drug coverage if you lose other creditable coverage. Be sure to keep records showing when you had creditable drug coverage and tell your plan. This concludes our presentation for today on Medicare prescription drug coverage, or Part D. Thank you for your time. We hope this is helpful, and as always, if you have any questions or are in need of assistance, please reach out to us. Have a great day.